These are all the parts required for one Lumex motor system. You start off with your motor, and you've got the cord lock, then you've got the motor harness, remote control, 24 volt meanwhile power supply, and the actual motor controller. First, we need to prepare the motor wiring harness by cutting off the red, black, green and yellow wires. These are not required. The only wires we need are the blue and brown wires. With the meanwhile power supply, the positive and negative tips are a little bit too long. We just need to trim those down a little bit, about 3 or 4 millimeters off the end. Then loosen the first cable gland on the controller. Then feed the meanwhile power supply lead into the first hole of the controller. Using a pair of long nose pliers, grab the red positive wire and put it into position 18 of the terminal strip, then tighten with a screwdriver. Do the same for the black negative wire, and that goes into position 17 of the terminal strip, then tighten with a screwdriver. Tighten the first cable gland, then grab the motor harness and feed it into the second hole of the controller. The brown wire of the motor harness goes into position 13, then the blue wire goes into position 14, tighten them down with the screwdriver. Tighten them up, tighten up the gland. That's the controller assembled. These two strain reliefs, I just put them into these holes here. That's where your mounting is. Okay, now we're ready for testing. We don't need that. We've got the remote. Grab the motor, then plug the wiring harness into the motor socket. Like so. The next step is to set the controller's dip switches. And they're set as 1 off, 2 on, 3 off, 4 off. To pair the remote, make sure the remote is on channel 1. This button here and this button here decreases the channel, that increases the channel. You've got 6 channels. So it's currently on channel 6. So we don't want that, we want it on channel 1. So always your first controller is always on channel 1. If you've got 2 controllers, you've got 2 on channel 1, then 1 on channel 2 and 1 on channel 3. An explanation as to why you would need to pair the remote to different channels. If you have 2 or more motor control systems, you will need the ability to control each system together or separately. All controller systems paired to channel 1. This will control all motors together if channel 1 on the remote is selected. System 1 paired to channel 2 will control system 1 independently if channel 2 on the remote is selected. System 2 paired to channel 3 will control system 2 independently if channel 3 on the remote is selected, and so on. So to pair the rope, we're on channel 1, turn on the controller. There's a small button inside the controller for pairing the remote. Press it twice. Then press one of the buttons on the remote, and that's now paired to the remote control. So make sure you test the motor, make sure it's operational, which it is. Stop, close. Open, close. And that's that motor assembled and paired to the remote. The last step is screwing the lid back on top of the controller. That's the assembly now complete.